So I guess that means that we should probably get some supplies for ourselves and make sure that we're not going to die.
Is there a high chance of death on this? Because if so, then I'm just gonna stay here. Buddy, so listen, there are a lot of big scary things out there in the world, and they probably all want to kill you and bite your head off. But that's completely besides the point, because we here, together, the three of us, out in the open world, absolutely no idea where we're going, facing the brave unknown. Real quick, does anyone know where the fire extinguisher is?
Darling, I know you've been waiting for my masterpiece, but I must say this is absolutely divine and about the best thing I have ever made.
I come forward.
No, I wasn't talking to you, but yes, you can come forward too.
Oh.
And you gotta hype them up more than that. You gotta get them all excited like today we're together, but tomorrow we're going out on our own adventures, braving the world, seeing new sights, relishing in the mighty bounties of our treasures, no doubt. Something along those lines. All right, everybody, welcome to Sword Art Online. The last time we checked off, there was a pajama party of sorts.
It was not a pajama party. It was declared National Onesie Day, except within the guild. So, I mean, it'll come back around next year.
The guild onesie day.
It's National Guild Onesie Day.
But you're not a nation.
Okay, we're making it a thing.
Okay.
I'm going to promote it to every single guild we meet.
Okay. So every guild you meet, you're going to tell them that X number of days ago was National Onesie Day, and you better be on board next year. Got it. So your plan was to take I'm just recapping for everyone. Your plan was to take yourself, Wilson, and Clyde, go through Brian's secret tunnel, basically through the mountains. Secret tunnel.
Oh, yes, that is the plan.
And see where it leads you. Thank you,
blind
all
mole
of my
rats.
people who are here for getting my reference.
Okay, so I'm ready.
Besides the point, there are no badgers. Do you want to start off your morning, or do you not care?
No. We're there. We're there.
So, you all use your leaf crystals and teleport to the last location you had, which is where Brian's secret was left behind after you mercilessly killed everyone in the vicinity.
Okay, to be fair, they attacked us. They were planning on attacking Varia.
They didn't attack first.
Okay, Lieutenant encouraged us to attack first, and we did.
Killed the princess.
Lieutenant killed the princess. I was against the whole thing.
I'm not saying, I'm just saying.
Anyway.
So yes, you managed to get to Brian's secret tunnel. I don't know about that. It looks a little deep, and my compass doesn't work properly down in these tunnels. It's messing with the magnetism.
You've been down in the tunnels before?
I mean, I was near it last time when we found it initially, and he looks down at his compass, and it doesn't like being anywhere near its vicinity.
Okay, Wilson, I need you to do the thing I asked you to do the other day.
I already got out of bed. That's my bravery point for the day.
No. I need you to take it up about 20 steps.
So he starts walking forward into the tunnel. Is that far enough?
Aren't we going to ride through?
Oh, yeah, and and Angus comes over towards Wilson, and Clyde also similarly mounts Haku, and they both get on their horses, and they both turn around and look at you as you are behind them, and they both stretch out their hands.
I look at Clyde. I'll ride with you later in the story at some point. I don't know.
So you go on and you get on Angus, the much sturdier mount of the two. Roll a ride check.
That is a 17.
Then you're good. You mount the horse and you get in behind Wilson, and you're sitting there and your arms are around his waist. And,
ooh, cozy.
And onward you go into the caves. You're making your way. You're mounted with Wilson, and Clyde is following closely behind you as you enter in through these tunnels. the tunnels kind of take a little bit of a steep, angular descent, but then they kind of go a little windy and like go back up and down to the left, to the right.
Has anyone ever thought that if we get lost in these tunnels, we might never see the light of day again? I'm kidding,
And
Wilson.
Wilson immediately pulls back on Angus's reins. He's like,
I don't see the light from outside anymore.
It's
What
okay.
if there was
Wilson,
a collapse? What if
Wilson.
it caved in on us? What if we can't
Wilson,
get out?
I take my hands and I put them on top of his drive.
It's a horse. You don't drive it, you steer it?
We can get through this.
Oh, yeah, sure.
I started singing, secret tunnel, secret tunnel.
The mountain. Secret.
Is that Wilson?
Secret tunnel, yes.
no, I'm kidding. That was Clyde.
Thank you, Clyde.
I got you. Always, even though you don't want to ride with me.
And Clyde's like, anyone else want to open up their map?
I pop it open.
Check the floor level. You look at it. You're no longer on floor 1. You're at floor ?
What's going on? Is this this was a secret.
Tunnel. Yeah,
So,
that's
I
how that
mean-
works.
I'm a little nervous.
Did we just go to like a side plane where we like no longer exist but kind of exist but can't leave? Like that'd be kind of cool, but like what do we do here?
Wilson,
Yeah.
we're already in a game that did that.
Okay, listen, that's besides the point. Okay, do we just keep going forward?
We need to go forward.
All right, on the trail we blaze. Okay, so you onward you go. So yeah, you're riding down these tunnels for a solid 4 minutes until a door kind of appears in front of you, but as you get closer, it just kind of vanishes. So roll a perception check, and also please roll a sense motive on the walls.
I'm going to sense motive the walls. My perception was a 23. My sense motive of these walls was a 22.
Okay, so between the two, you've actually been able to notice that the walls changed. Before, because you were in a more of a deciduous forest, they were kind of cool and mossy and had vines growing down them.
These walls are suspicious.
Now, they are actually slightly warmer, more crag-like, crusty, seem to be more dried of sorts. And you actually notice a very distinct difference in the temperature, and it is getting a little hotter.
Does anybody else feel really hot?
I was gonna start stripping, yeah.
Okay, and I tear the sleeves of my dress a little bit because it's getting so hot.
Clyde starts stripping.
I perception check.
Go for it.
13!
So you see a mildly scrawny man who's now mostly shirtless. And Wilson also starts to take off his long sleeve shirt.
Are my hands wrapped around his waist still? As he's taking off his shirt,
Yeah, you're making it a little difficult for him.
I take my hands away.
Okay.
Sorry, somebody warned me before you started stripping.
You ripped your sleeves off. You're gonna have to get that mended now.
I have
You're right.
mending.
It's getting. Oh.
He starts ripping it. He rips his clothes off.
I need string to repair it,
I'm sure we'll find that in the next town.
but now you don't have a shirt.
They got like a little underground. It was just really hot in here. Also, there are 2 people riding on one horse, which body heat and everything makes it worse. So.
I lean in closer. It's too hot.
Do you want to roll a perception check on Wilson?
That's a much better perception. I'm apparently ogling him today. That's a 21.
In the words of a recent NPC, your exact... roll a will save, please. For something else.
Oh.
Yeah. No, I got this. In the recent words of a newly found NPC, your exact thoughts are, delicioso.
Okay, yes.
You see a much stockier, well-defined, well-toned, muscular man in front of you that you are riding with.
Dear God, Wilson, when did this happen?
Well, I mean, you sent me through the forest with Tiffany, and I don't know if you noticed, but that man has cannons for arms.
I've noticed. I'm noticing more recently as well. Case in point. And then I gesture to Clyde.
Hey, I understand that I am not him. I wasn't tutored by Tiffany.
You wanna be?
No, that sounds terrifying. But yeah, no, Wilson also looks like... I mean, he was always a short and stockier person, but before he was kind of like pudgier, and he wasn't as well toned.
He had
and
like
now
the baby fat.
It basically looks like all of that fat. Like he's kept the same density or like volume. It's just now it's more toned and muscular.
Delicioso.
Snow, is everything all right?
I like back muscles. I can't help it.
Angus is getting a little tired. Do you want to maybe Do you maybe want to ride with Clyde for a bit? And Angus kind of like neighs in defiance and like stubbornly kind of shows that he isn't getting tired.
Should I sense motive that?
Yeah, sense motive of the horse. You think the horse is exhausted.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I picked up a few pounds. I'm so sorry.
No, it wasn't you. Probably me, but it's just he's not used to like the extra added, and I've got some things in his satchel, so he's carrying more weight, and it's all right. We just need a minute to recollect ourselves.
I'm like, okay, fine. I slide off the horse.
Yeah.
Hey, Clyde.
Yeah, hey, you coming over this way, pretty lady?
I got kicked off.
A coup can always carry a little bit of extra weight, especially someone as angelically present as you. And he offers his hand to you.
Sure, I take it.
And yes, you get up on the horse, no problem. And you continue on your way. And like I said, as you make your way through, you can hear the wind is actually howling a bit on the outside, and there is sand.
Why is there sand? Wolves don't do well in hot places, do they?
And your dog kind of like lays down on the ground and like puts both of his paws over his ears and goes, "Oh."
Hey, Wilson, could you carry the wolf?
How do you expect me to put a wolf on a horse?
Just hang him over the back and he'll stay. That's about all I got.
Wilson manages to walk over to Nichia, calmly bend over and pick him up. Nichia then panics, tries to run away. Wilson doesn't care, like throws him over his shoulder basically, and then plops him on the back of Angus. Angus starts to rear in anger, and because this wolf is actually clawing him in the flanks. And then Wilson manages to calm Angus and basically subdue Nichia, but Nichia's just kind of slunked over on the flanks of this horse and is just kind of harumphed, like he's been defeated, but he's not.
I will give you some meat later.
He's compliant, but he's still kind of not happy by the fact that he is on the back of a horse. Okay, so you're making your way onto the desert, and where you assume to be a sandy, hot area, I should say. And you make it through, and the blistering sun is blinding, but you walk forward and you come out of the tunnel. Roll a perception check.
I roll? Oh, God. It's a 10.
Bright light from the sun has temporarily blinded you, and you will not be able to see for that long number of minutes.
Can somebody tell me what's going on?
There's a lot of sand. Yeah, no. The best way to explain this is think of going to the beach, but instead of there being ocean, there's sand everywhere, and there are no people.
We're clearly in a desert. And number one, I love desert terrain. And number two, oh my gosh, we're in a desert. We're gonna die of dehydration. I don't know.
Yeah, dehydration's totally an issue. Clyde's speaking up from in front of you.
And I'm assuming you have a solution, Mr. I went grocery shopping with my entire budget in one day. Your budget of all that was in your wallet? Your life savings?
Yeah. Be fine. Don't worry about it. And he hands you a plastic water bottle.
Okay. And
just drink from that whenever you're thirsty. You'll be fine.
Is this a water bottle of holding?
And he snaps the reins and starts to move forward. He does not answer your question.
Wait. So you bought a grocery bag of holding and a water bottle of holding.
You currently do see a plastic bag, which is a brown plastic bag attached to his hip.
Anyway, whatever. It's hot.
So do we particularly know where we're going, or are we just gonna roam around the desert and die?
I look on my map. What do I see?
You see that the floor you're currently on is floor 5.
Dear God, we skipped 4 floors.
So Wilson will speak up and he will say, Miyata that we talked with earlier said that the floors come in batches and that the other ones were basically entrances, and floor 5 was kind of the next main floor.
Yeah, no, but remember, he went through something going on in the west.
Well,
we just skipped 4 floors. This is a big deal.
Probably why Brian's tunnel was a secret.
Okay, Mr. Smarty Pants.
So where are we going? Because I'm looking at my map and I have the tile we're in.
I would say...
It does look like we're at the edge of the map, though, in the east. So we could try heading west.
Yeah, let's head west. That's the smartest option.
But if this is arguably similar to the last map and we're all the way in the far east, in order to even get to the next town, it's going to be a day or two's journey.
Yeah, no, I would assume that. Let's just see how far we can progress. I checked my leaf crystal. Does it still have Town of Beginnings, Varia, etc. lit up?
No.
Oh god. Okay. Let's just see how far we can get.
You have Brian's secret tunnel. That's an option. That's it.
Okay. So if we seem to be getting into trouble, we could always bring ourselves back here and go back.
Yeah, I guess that would work.
All right. Let's just... On the trail we blaze again.
Yeah, in this blazing hot sun, you gosh darn right.
Use your shirt as a turban or something. I don't know.
So you're making your way through, and luckily Wilson is a great guide and a great naturalist, and he makes maps, so he's succeeding on all of his survival checks. But after about 3 hours of traveling, the howling wind that you heard once before kind of starts picking up again. Eventually, the sand gets picked up well past the horses and is actually just in it's a sandstorm. Let's be honest. There's no word for like a whiteout, which is what snow is, but sandstorm. You're blinded. Very difficult to see. So please roll your perception checks.
Wait, I'm blinded or I'm not blinded?
You're at immense negatives for perception checks, but you want to see where you're going.
21.
All of you are able to make out a cubic silhouette off in the distance, which seems to be in front of you.
Guys, I think we should head towards the shelter.
I mean, let's hope it's shelter. We need to get out of this sandstorm before the horses.
Well, it's either that or a giant turtle.
We could always go back to Brian's secret tunnel and try and wait it out.
No, we need to push through. I don't think...
We can take anything that's in there. Even if it's just a room full of bandits, we just knock them out and take all their stuff and live in their house for a day or two.
For once, Clyde is right.
Gosh, I'm always right. Thank you, sweet cheeks. So, you all keep going straight. You two roll your perception checks again.
22.
Rule.
25.
Thank you. You both can hear some murmuring off in the distance.
Alistair, you think those are enemies?
Peck their eyes out. Peck their eyes out.
That's your shig, all right? Not mine.
To the cube. To the cube.
I'm fine with that. Let's go.
So yeah, your bird, by the way, is like sitting on your head, but he has his wings kind of like veiling his eyes, and he's kind of like hunched over.
He's protecting me as well.
Slightly, mostly himself. So after about a solid 4 minutes of wandering around in the desert, you all kind of literally bump into one another.
No. Dude, you're...
Other people.
How did we literally just run into each other when we were so close?
I mean, we can't see, so that'll do it.
He's steering.
I want to know who the quack just hit me in the head with their elbow.
That was me. I'm so sorry.
Was it you? I don't know where my elbow is right now, if we're being honest.
What do you mean you don't know where your elbow is?
I mean...
I touch his elbow.
Hey, you don't just go around grabbing people's sensitive areas.
Hey, now you know where it is.
I just... Fair, but not the point.
Well, hello, compatriots.
Can we get in the building?
Yeah, I agree with whoever that is.
I agree with whoever those two people are.
I'm gonna try and open the door.
Okay.
Heavy door.
I hop off and I try and help her.
Mm-hmm. So these two lovely ladies are heaving against a solid wooden door, it looks like, and it doesn't budge.
Wait.
Hold on. I knock. Hello?
I won't fall for your vile tricks this time, woman.
Grandpa?
Not your grandpa.
Oh my gosh, Grandma was looking for you for years. How come you never came back from the supermarket?
Wait. Truth, no, she's just playing tricks on my
Sir?
mind today. What?
Sir, please let us in. There are 1, 2...
Sorry, friend, mister, can you, help us? Horses and animals are in danger, too.
I'll give you something you'll never forget.
I'd prefer not to die out here.
Travelers, maybe it isn't a ruse. All right.
And a couple seconds go by, and you hear
Okay, that explains a few things.
and the door slowly creaks open.
Quickly, get inside.
I will run inside.
I help Clyde get his horse all situated, and then I go inside. I bring Nichia in.
Okay. And then he quickly heaves the door shut, and you see this giant, 6 inches thick wood, solid wood, and this old guy just heaves it up and plops it in place with a giant thud. You hear that the door is barred once again.
How is your back still functional?
He's hunched over, and he kind of cracks it up so he stands straight,
It's not, let's be honest.
and he just grabs a cane by the door, and he starts to walk over.
Thanks for letting us in, by the way. I ask your name?
The name's Ias.
Eyes like eyes?
Kind of. There's actually no E, though. There's so many different pronunciations. Depends on the language. Some people call me Aes, Aes.
Aegis?
No.
Do you mean, sir?
Is that a problem?
So you can see in front of you there is a cloaked individual, but he's got a big, long, gray beard, and he's kind of walking around with a little staff.
Anyways, make yourself at home, and
He points to the furniture.
Sir, can I touch your beard?
I suppose.
Oh my gosh.
Roll a will save.
15?
Things may or may not be happening. I'll let you know if anything important occurs.
So lovely. How did you grow it this long?
Yeah, I've had a lot of time on my hands.
Ah, clock joke.
What? What do you mean a clock joke? Anyways, feel free to take a seat.
And he motions towards the living room, and all of you please roll perception checks.
I crit.
So you two, there's seating and a table and books.
I am standing, and I will continue to stand next to the man who I assume is my grandfather.
Beautiful. Now, Snow, all of the walls, every single wall is lined with a bookshelf, and the bookshelves are packed. There is not room for a single more book. Where there is not bare wall, there would be a window, but all of the windows are barred by heavy wooden slabs that are just plonked down, so absolutely nothing's getting in. You cannot hear the whistle of wind. It is so airtight.
Feel a little uncomfortable. This is like a sociopath's house.
Bunker?
Do not insult my grandfather like that.
I'm not your grandpa. I've been surrogate figures for many
Oh
individuals.
my gosh. I'm gonna give him a big, big hug.
I'm generally consulted as a teacher. Oh, my back.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So what's your name? And I point to Daniel's character.
I'm Daniel.
Daniel?
Like in the lion's den?
Sure. I don't know what that is.
So what do you do, Daniel?
Whoa. And Clyde walks up to another character and says, "What's your name?" and holds his hand out to you.
The name is Zana Xerxes Zion. Nice to meet you. I'll
What
shake
an
his-
alliteration.
Well, it's actually ZXZ. I'm gonna
Close
continue
enough.
shaking his hand because I'm
Oh,
not
it's
sure when
absolutely it's great. So you new in town?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Wonderful. So what's a pretty thing like you doing out in the desert? Yeah. The name's Clyde.
Alistair, you are very pretty, but don't let it get to your head. Jeez.
Already asked.
I'm so confused. Okay, so you're Zana?
The name's Zana, yeah.
Hi, Zana. My name is Snow Hikara.
Hi, Snow. I will continue shaking her hand until she lets go because, again, I don't know when to let go.
I'm Wilson, and a shy, timid, stocky man kind of waves from the corner.
I let the handshake go.
Clyde is just witnessing this.
I glare at Clyde.
You hear him, delicious.
Said your name is Wilson?
Yeah.
Well, it's nice to meet you. I'll wink and do finger guns. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah. And he awkwardly returns it, and then he looks down at himself, and he pulls a cloak out of his inventory, and he puts it around himself.
It's all right, man. No need to be shy. I've seen tons of shirtless guys.
Sure, that doesn't, I don't know if that makes me feel better or worse, but,
Excuse me, Ias.
Yes?
Do you have any string?
String. I mean, I've got thread. Does that count?
That works.
All right. I'll be right back. Anyone need anything to eat or drink? I've got refreshments while we wait out the sandstorm.
Water would be wonderful.
I have a question.
I have answers to all of them.
Here goes. If hippopotamuses had human feet, could they walk on land? Or would they swim like humans?
My dear girl, hippopotamuses already walk on land.
What?
Yes, hippopotami, they can walk on land quite fine.
I thought they were called the water horse.
Yes, they can walk on land. They actually have a decent running speed. They can go up to 10, 15 miles an hour.
Gosh, I wrote a whole thesis on them and I didn't even know that. I totally failed.
They also have one of the largest bite strengths of any animal on the planet.
That I did know. They can crush a human skull.
Anyway, while this conversation is going on, so Daniel, what do you do for a Sword Art Online living?
I build a lot of things.
Everyone, please, real quick, while in the middle of your conversation, just roll a perception check.
24.
21.
And everyone hears a, "Help me!"
What was that?
That sounds like the old lady next door. Don't help her. She sells crack.
Exactly. Don't assist her by any means.
Okay, hold on. Somebody just asked for help and they're outside in a sandstorm.
She's tried to die. It doesn't work. She's gone through this many times. You don't want to assist her. The reason why I hesitated on helping you is because I thought you were her.
Okay, hold on. Is that your fiance or your, ex out there that you're just...
God, no.
Is it your nemesis?
In a sense, yes.
Aha! You left innocence outside.
What? No. Where are you pulling
All I have to say is somebody's out there asking for help. We should let her in.
Absolutely not.
Grandpa,
Yes.
let me get this straight. There's a lady out there.
Right.
You're single in here,
Exactly.
and she's wanting to come into your house.
Yes, and she's also taken the lives of some of my closest students, pupils, and individuals.
Where did she take them?
6 feet underground. She's wandered these deserts for many years. To be precise, she actually lives in this desert, but more so recently has been wandering.
If she's in the desert right now, doesn't that mean she's hot and bothered by the
Maybe.
sand?
Maybe she likes you. I start poking at the old man. Maybe she likes you.
I can see why you have difficulties making friends.
I never said that. What makes you think that? I have tons of friends.
It's kind of implied.
Besides the point, whatever you do, if you're to weather out the sandstorm, by under no circumstances are you to let her in.
Have you let her in before?
Yes, and like I said, some of my closest friends and compatriots have been taken from me.
She's a enslaver?
Of a certain sense, yes.
Okay, look. I'm still being serious here. If somebody's out there asking for help, aren't you worried that she'll get hurt?
She hasn't in the past. She's braved the sandstorms many times. She's a little bit more resilient than you.
Anyway, yeah, no, I could go for some, hot chocolate or something.
I'd go for some tea. What's your favorite tea?
What's my favorite? I like oolong.
Ooh, long tea.
Exactly.
Can I have sugar in it?
Yeah, I mean, as long as you don't use all the sugar, sure. About 3 or 4 lumps probably wouldn't be a problem.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's what I want. Thanks.
Okay, so he puts on a kettle.
I go up to the door and I listen. Excuse me, are you still there?
Help me, please.
Shh. Lower your voice.
Who's this? Oh, please, kind soul, have mercy on me.
My name is Snow.
Wonderful.
Are you in danger?
I just wish to get out of the sandstorm. The old man has not let me in. I've been seeking reprieve for quite some time.
Go under the tarps where the horses are.
She's not an animal.
Tell that to my grandma. She's been neighbors with her for years.
You mean your grandpa?
No, my grandma.
Who's your grandma? And how did they...
This is the crazy crack lady from next door. I would bet my life on it.
Amen to that.
I thought he was in the back room. Can he still hear us?
He can hear you?
I'm going to try to talk quietly so he can't hear me.
Sure.
Like I said, do not let her in. No matter, she'll try to beguile you.
I want to whisper. Can I roll a stealth?
Sure.
It's a 15 total. Look, I'm willing to let you in, but you probably have to sit in a corner and be quiet, because apparently this old man doesn't like you.
Oh, thank you. Your kindness is much appreciated. Please just open the door for me.
I look over to Clyde and I'm motioning for him to come over.
And it's motive. Okay.
I make eyes at him
He raises his eyebrows and looks at you too, like, hey, how you doing?
and I do the finger wag.
And he starts walking that way. But he knows you want him to open the door.
Listen,
What? No.
come here.
Then he walks over to you as well.
Oh.
And, okay, so these two men roll their strength, and they barely manage to lift this beam out with the quiet placement of the beam.
A disturbance! No!
And this old man tries to hobble along with his cane. He's running out of the kitchen.
I follow my grandpa.
I guess we open the door as soon as he's walking.
And the wind and sand starts blowing in.
What is it,
and
Grandpa? What you got, boy?
No, they're letting her in. Be gone, demon!
Man, I don't want any crack. Jeez.
And you see another black cloaked figure in the doorway. The man throws his cane down and somehow with rejuvenated youth runs into the kitchen and jumps through a window.
Grandpa, no.
And you hear tears and you get a little choked up and it doesn't come through all the way, and you can't see him anymore because he's jumped through the window and there's a sandstorm outside. He disappears.
Straight up to that lady and say, "Hey, lady, do you
Thank you for your kindness.
don't you touch me with your crack hands."
Oh, I am so sorry. She has very thin, frail, wrinkly, pale white hands.
I go over and I take her hand. Like,
Thank you. You must be Snow. You are so kind to me.
Sharon, do not.
My name is not Sharon. And she takes off her hood and she also has gray, stringy hair.
what did you do to the old guy that he was so scared?
Oh, that old geezer. We've known each other for quite some time. We have a little bit of history, but he doesn't understand. He believes that some relationships will last forever, and I've just tried to enlighten him that sometimes all things must come to an end.
Well, I'll be darned, you aren't Sharon. Sharon has red and green hair.
Dear God. Are you Death?
The woman in front of you actually seems she was hunched over before in her black cloak, and she stands up straighter and straighter and straighter, and eventually her hair starts to liven, and it actually is no longer patchy and stringly, but actually really long and flowy and voluminous, and it is black, and she's wearing red lipstick, but she still is pale, but it is a very slender and angular face.
Mother Gothel.
Actually, the name is Alani.
Okay. Can I be your Rapunzel?
I'm deeply flattered, but I actually have many devout followers.
Yeah, that would be me. What do you say?
You would actually go along very well in one of my temples.
Yeah.
If you go over to the nearby town, I'm sure you would meet acquaintances.
Wait, where are we exactly?
You're in the middle of the desert.
Well, obviously, but like, what's the nearby town?
Hattusa. Roll a will save for you and no. In real life, you're role-playing you. How would you react?
Oh my God, it's a Dosa! Oh my goodness, it's like the moments in Red River Girl get transported back in time.
Hold
and
up.
then there's a prince, and his name is Prince Kale, and
I don't know much about this, but that sounds like Medusa. Didn't that lady make people stoned or something?
It's an ancient Hittite empire. It's literally from one of my favorite book series. Well, manga to read, but yeah.
Where they stoned people.
I don't know that.
So I was right. All right.
I did like your Mother Gothel reference.
Thank you for showing such great kindness to me. For such an event, while we wait out the rest of the sandstorm, I shall bestow upon you some gifts.
Hold up. We got tea. I think it's boiling.
And you
Let me
do
go
hear
get it.
in the other. She puts up her hand and she puts it back down, and she looks kind of harumphed by the fact that you interrupted her, as Death herself was about to bestow upon you gifts.
Yo, lady, you want some tea or not?
I would actually love some.
Yeah, I know.
And she sits down in a chair, and you
I grab the tea. I grab what looks like the sugar cubes, and I have some of the, I guess what would be the glassware.
So it is cubed sugar, but as it falls into your hand, it actually slowly melts into granules.
Granules of what?
And
Look.
a perception check.
A perception check.
It is no longer the clear white sugar. It is actually has a tan color to it.
I taste it.
Salty. Like sand.
I'd be concerned about that.
Yo, Mother Gothel, tea's a bust. What's up?
Oh, well. We probably won't be able to stay here long now, will we?
Is the house turning into things that it shouldn't be turning into?
Most likely.
Oh, dear God.
I've actually never been welcomed in before. You are some of the first few and kindest adventurers I've seen. So like I said, before we all get entrapped, I'll give you my gifts before we part ways. She gives to you a book. She gives to you a cloak.
A cloak?
She takes her cloak off personally.
Really?
So she plucks a strand of hair out of her head and she hands it to you. Snow?
I'm gonna ask a real question right now. It might be stupid. Is this gonna be like a Midoriya moment? Should I eat this?
I mean, if you don't know what to do with it, I can give you something else.
I mean,
Hey, if you don't want Death's hair, I'm gonna take it.
no, you can't take the hair that Death gave me. That was a gift. I'll take it, but should I eat this?
I would recommend not.
I'll put it in my inventory.
Are you leaving?
Unfortunately, our time has come.
I'm gonna give her a big hug.
Oh. Thank you.
Yeah. I am your biggest fan.
Like I said, go to my temple. My presence can be felt all around.
Temples aren't my jam, but you know you are.
Like I said, you would fit in really well with some of my followers. The attendance has been decreasing of late, so I would relish the opportunity to meet another kind soul such as yourself.
So you'll be at your temple?
Yes, in Hattusa. I visited regularly. And she says, don't worry, boys, I haven't forgot about you. And she turns to Wilson and Clyde. Wilson looks absolutely terrified.
I'm holding his hand, by the way.
For you, my dear friend. And she hands him what looks like a silver necklace with a ring on it, and the ring has a green stone in it.
Dang, man, you got jewelry.
To you, I understand that you're a cook. Yeah, how'd you know that?
Could you make it more useful?
Unfortunately not. But here, a gift to you. And she kind of chuckles as she gives it, and she gives him a pomegranate.
No more cooking equipment, please.
That's my fetish. Pomegranates with all them seeds in them.
Do you even know what a fetish is?
Not really. That's my catchphrase.
I can't wait until we get to explain to you what that means.
I have dictionaries.
Yo, keep them to yourself. Gross, dude.
With that, I do believe, you brave-hearted adventurers, we should all be parting ways.
Oh. Well, I think you'll see me very soon. I'll wink at her. Wonk.
And she starts to walk out the entrance.
I'll stop her.
You're trying to stop her? Okay, what do you say?
So, do you have like a calling card or something?
Most people don't wish to get in touch with death so eagerly. Now do they?
About a rope will do it.
There are many ways to get in contact with me. That would be one of them.
Ropes are my fetish.
With that being said, I really shouldn't.
Wait, do you have
Get
anything for
going.
Nachia?
She looks down at him.
Hold up, if your pet gets something, my pet gets something too. Alistair is way cooler.
I was gonna say that as well.
Way cooler!
Please tell me that was her talking as herself for her bird.
I can obviously give them gifts as well. They accompanied such kind individuals such as yourself. And she hands you a ball.
I have fetch already.
And for you, she pulls out a gold chain, and attached to it you see looks like a glass lens. Your bird might appreciate that.
What? Dude, you got a monocle. Ah, very nice.
With that, though, I think I have spent my time. I really should be going.
See you at your temple.
Hopefully. And she walks out into the sandstorm. You see her silhouette, but then a big gust of wind comes by and whoosh, it kind of fades away into the sand.
So if this place is disappearing into sand, I'm gonna gather some books.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that too.
Can I?
Yep, roll for it. Reflex saves.
Can I?
Oh wait, you want me to just roll once?
Yes, twice if you're trying to grab a book as well.
22.
I'll just take some books.
Okay, so each of you may roll one reflex save to attempt to grab a book. One book each. Okay. So as you all grab books, everything around you, you slowly see starts melting, and the entire structure starts to turn to sand.
It's just like 2012 in the sand pit. Oh, at Burger King.
What Burger King is it? A sand pit?
Burger King doesn't have a sand pit? Lame.
And the ceiling starts collapsing in chunks, and it crashes on the ground as sand.
Guys, I think we need to get out of here.
And everyone attempts to jump out of the way of the falling structure, and Snow, you are the only person who actually manages to escape. And you are all buried in sand.
Guys!
And I mean head to toe. Like, everyone's going to have to roll fortitude saves in order to not suffocate to death. Followed by a strength save to see if you actually manage
I start trying to dig them out.
Okay, so you're choking a little. Please roll strength. You may attempt to aid another with a strength save as well in order to help dig them out. Great. You managed to dig yourself out, Daniel.
So that's an 8.
So you are suffocating and stuck.
I continue to try and dig them out as fast as I can.
You take 4 damage. Wilson and Clyde are clawing their way out of it. Nachia is also able to crawl his way out.
I grab Wilson and Clyde by the hand and pull them out. Where's the other guy?
Daniel, please roll another strength save and then another fortitude save followed by.
Oh, 14.
Okay, and your fortitude? Okay, so you're slowly crawling your way out, but you take another 10 damage.
I say, Wilson, Clyde, we need to help him. Let's go.
Okay, so your boys do manage to eventually find him because he's kind of poking his hand out as he's struggling to claw his way out. And 3 individuals come over and start clawing him out of the sand, and eventually they are able to grab him, but not after he's clearly choked a good bit on sand, and you do take 14 damage.
Ugh, I don't like that flavor.
Are you okay?
I'm alive, so I guess.
That's a big mood.
I look at the sky to see what time, to kind of judge what time it is. I guess that would be a survival.
Yes, please roll survival. See how much time has passed.
That's a 13.
You are the only person that noticed that actually it doesn't seem like much time has passed, if any at all.
Huh. That's weird.
The sandstorm has dissipated.
Radical.
We probably need head towards Hattusa. And do I remember what direction she kind of pointed in?
She didn't point.
Okay, I checked my map. Do we see it? Dammit. Can somebody check one of the books they have just in case?
Sure.
You both two have maps of the area on you already.
I'm pretty sure I know where that village is.
You came from the east. Ignore that name. That's what his name was before I was enlightened. And then you can tell that if you travel a little bit southwest, you will reach Hattusa here.
I don't know, guys. What do you think, Wilson?
Well, depending on the map, there isn't really a key. This seems like it was poorly drawn. I would have done better. I have standards. You probably bought this for like 3 gold.
Wilson, focus. You can draw it on the way.
Who said I bought it?
Fair enough. I mean, it could be anywhere from an extra day to 2 days' journey if we wanted to get to the capital. We could arguably go to the other city just to restock and then try and travel by river. All the cities are on the river, so I would assume that they have some kind of network that would get us there faster after we resupplied. But it depends if you really wanted to go to Hattusa so bad.
I really want to go to Hattusa, but we should probably go to the closest city. I don't think we were really expecting to be in a desert, and my water skin's empty.
Or damaged.
I mean, I've got enough food for weeks, if not months. It depends.
Where?
On this grocery bag. And he holds up a plastic grocery bag.
Vegan stuff.
It's not vegan. My gosh, I've got the best seasoned meat you've ever seen.
Okay.
I love seasoned meat.
What do you want? What are you in the mood for? You got a favorite?
Whatever will help.
I love seasoned meat.
I've just got
Here, have some beef jerky. He pulls out a bag out of his bag.
That's my fetish.
Clyde,
I'm gonna eat
Yeah.
it from his hand.
don't get your hopes up.
What do you mean?
She doesn't know what that means.
That's fair. Anyone want ham? And he pulls out an entire ham bone. And I mean like actual like 10-pound ham out of this tiny bag.
Ooh.
You're right. All right. Anyone else need something to drink?
I could use a whiskey.
He pushes a button on the satchel of his horse and cup holders extend.
Please tell me,
Whoa.
you didn't spend your entire budget on this, right?
My gosh, I'm riding with this guy.
This entire time, all the money you've ever made went to trick out your ride with coasters.
Well, hey, it worked. I'm riding with this guy. Or, if that's okay with you.
Clearly my plan has succeeded. So yes, you may, lovely lady.
I'd take his hand. All right, beef jerky dude. I don't remember your name.
Should I will save?
Sure. Go for it.
Yeah, 19.
How do you feel? That's pretty high.
Irked? Annoyed?
You don't really express much emotion on your face, though. It's kind of an internal thing.
Oh, that's terrifying.
You're just like blank face staring at him. Like when you get really mad and you just show no emotion. And he motions Saku. So and he starts to move and then he stops. And then he turns back to Wilson. Where are we going? Actually, we're going that way. And he points in slightly the opposite direction of where Clyde was going. It's basically like a 120-degree angle from where Clyde was going.
Yeah, no, Clyde, you should probably wait for the man who knows where he's going to lead us.
I'm just here to make tasty meals. Tasty cakes. And he actually pulls out some tasty cakes out of his bag.
Oh my gosh, I love you. Can I have some?
Yeah, here you go. And he opens up a fresh pack of tasty cakes.
I feel like I say under my breath, too bad you're not useful in combat.
Roll stealth for that. Nah, he doesn't hear you. You're good.
Does Wilson hear it?
Do I hear it?
You can roll perception. It's really high.
Oh, I look at you, Daniel. Daniel, how are we getting you around?
Excellent question. I don't know.
I mean, I could maybe fit 3 people on Angus.
That is a beast of a horse. I look off wistfully into the distance.
It is a black stallion with a large mane, and it is a stocky, bulky build, and he looks like Angus from Brave.
Okay, Daniel, don't take this the wrong way. How much do you weigh?
In game or in real life?
In game. In game.
180 pounds.
Angus should be able to carry that as long as we don't try and sprint.
I look at Zana. How much do you weigh? You can send me that through a message. Here, I'll send her a friend request.
I weigh 125
Oh,
pounds.
she's very
Just
open.
say this out loud.
Why would I hide how much I weigh? What?
I respect honesty. It's a becoming quality in a person.
Okay. What? Do people usually hide how much they weigh? Is this a thing? I'm learning.
Don't worry about weight capacity. Angus will be able to carry it.
Well, I'm riding with this guy. He's got-
Hey, darn straight. Beef jerky, zebra cakes, any beverage you want, on tap.
I'll tap his shoulder. Tap, 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 tap.
Do you need something?
Well, you said tap.
Yes, on tap meaning like I can get it with ease.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Good luck. I just glare at him.
So, Daniel, do you get up on the Angus?
I'm gonna try.
Roll your ride check. Yeah, you actually managed to get up on him. He's a broad horse, so there is actually just enough saddle room for you all to squeeze on.
What's the order of the seating?
It goes you, Wilson, Daniel.
Okay, so I'm sitting in front of Wilson.
Yes,
Okay.
he was a gentleman, and
Okay.
he made it that order.
Oh, okay. Just like,
It is not a sandwich.
Am I riding in? I'm
Behind.
pretty sure I'm riding
Behind.
behind. So, jerky dude, I forgot your name.
Name's Clyde.
Clyde. Okay.
just silence. Okay.
All right, well, great. Nice to meet you, Zana. I think we're going to be getting along great. He also sends you a friend request.
Really? Oh my gosh! Are you serious?
Yeah.
You're my first real friend. I very, very happily pressed that okay button.
What? I sent you a friend request first.
You did?
And you see in the notification list she did send you a friend request first, but you ignored it because you were too busy eating jerky.
Oh. You're my second friend! Press okay.
I send Daniel a friend request. And I also say, since we're all going to be traveling together for, looks like a little while, why don't we just party up? And I send you all a party invite as well.
What's a party?
It's where you get a bunch of friends and they are all in a group that travels together.
You mean, okay, wait, you're telling me that on average people have more than just 3 imaginary friends?
I mean, I generally didn't, but some people do, yeah.
Yeah, no, I stepped into his life. It was great.
It was an interesting experience.
So, a party, all right? I thought that was like a thing that happened in the movies. Where
Zana, stick with us. And I put on my onesie for a second. And we will have onesie parties.
And you see
oh my
a
gosh.
Tyrannosaurus Rex onesie with a giant head, and you hear,
You have no idea how long I've waited for this moment. I literally have a collection of onesies, about 27 of them.
Does she have onesies right now? Does she have a onesie?
In real life.
We need to get you a onesie. We need to go to Delicioso.
You said that a little bit weird.
Do you want me to say it again?
Sure.
Delicioso.
That actually looks like real fun. Delicioso.
Wilson chimes in, delicioso.
Say it, Daniel. Say it.
Oh, by the way, Wilson puts on a horse onesie.
What? Does everybody have onesies? This is so unfair.
I don't.
Clyde didn't get one.
Clyde doesn't have one either.
You also didn't say delicioso, Brian. Daniel.
Just call him Brian.
Ryan.
He looks a lot like my imaginary friend.
Named Brian.
I'll roll with it, sure. But I'm not rolling any. That
Well,
was
we did meet a Brian, but that Brian wasn't a good Brian. He was a king.
It was probably my Brian.
So I guess we're gonna ride until it gets to evening and we'll set up camp.
You ride for a little bit,
Oh no.
and you're making your way.
Don't make that face, GM.
What?
GM?
Making what face?
GM, don't make that face.
What? Making what face?
I'm scared.
Why are you scared?
When the GM smiles,
There's no reason to be scared.
we know it's over.
Someone make a perception check.
Oh, I'm not paying attention. I'm actually blinded by my onesie.
Oh, and Daniel.
20.
Daniel, please also make a linguistics check.
24.
Okay.
Oh, 20 plus a...
I thought it was a 9.
Oh, it is a 9.
There's a line under it.
Okay, so it's a 29.
24.
Some of you hear a rustling off in the distance. Daniel is the only person, because he has a high enough linguistics, that hears a "Oh, you cannot see me, so I cannot see you, so you cannot see me." Everyone, please roll a perception checks. How high were they again?
24.
Okay, and yours?
15.
Okay.
26.
But I can't really see anything because my dinosaur head is flopping down on my
yeah,
head.
basically. So you two see something, some like black markings in the sand up ahead.
I'm gonna get out my wrench because I don't trust something that says those things.
Yo, guys, I don't trust those. Those look exactly like the things the lady next door used to draw all over our walls.
I hear the clink from his
Wrench, yeah.
wrench, and I'm just like, what is that? I turn around.
It's a wrench.
I guess I hit Wilson in the face with the face.
A little.
Sorry. I take off the Wednesday head.
It's all right. Thanks. That'll help. Not that much space on here.
Sorry, love.
I'll
He blushes and quietly slinks back to steering his horse.
pat Clyde on the shoulder. Yo, I don't trust them black markings, okay?
Black markings? What, is there something you see that I don't?
Are you quacking blind, bro?
The sun's in my eyes.
Okay, well, there's just some weird markings on the ground that I see.
I mean, we can... Wilson, should we steer around that? Steer around what?
The markings on the ground?
Unfortunately, for our intrepid adventurers, neither of the people steering the horses actually see this.
I'll look closer because I'm on the front and I'm kind of blocking his view. I guess I would see it at 17. Just roll.
Yes, you do manage to see it. And as you do, I need...
Clyde? Wilson? You better take a better look.
The man sitting in front of you actually gets knocked off of his horse.
Clyde!
I'll take the horses. Can I reflex for taking them?
So yeah, you manage, it doesn't buck you off, it is spooked. Everyone please roll a perception check.
That's a 19 for me.
27.
13.
Clyde was body slammed and tackled by a spider the size of him.
I thought if there was going to say, get your hands off of our chef.
Yo, why the quack is there a what? Oh my god, this is just like the basement.
And the spider kind of like lets out a little hiss and its mandibles flare up at Daniel. Roll a linguistics check.
38.
The prey does not tell the hunter how to pounce.
I try to intimidate it.
Okay, go for it. Roll intimidate.
That is a 17. And I say, you dare put your hands on the man who slayed the giant spider king. He could easily slay you with his spatula. I don't know, dear God.
I'm gonna try and intimidate it as well.
Okay, go for it.
1.
Do you have something pitiful to act out, or should I explain?
Hey, you, sir, get spider off! Now!
This is the largest spider you've ever seen, by the way. This thing is literally the size of a full-grown man.
I am having traumatic like flashbacks.
Quinn, would I know what the spider's saying? Because my linguistics is 7. I also...
You may roll.
Does it speak French? The 20 total.
No, it speaks spider, but with that you are able to mildly interpret a couple of words about predator and pouncing.
Do I notice the accent?
Yes.
Tu parles français, monsieur?
Oui.
He speaks up.
Why do you have a French accent?
And his 8 eyes start blinking, and he just kind of rears back and stands on his hind forelegs and like tries to spook you off. Please roll will saves against his intimidate.
I like spiders. I'm not really intimidated by them.
Okay, then you're going to get a bonus. Congratulations.
Mine's up.
Daniel is currently urinating. Angus kind of glares at him as he feels the warm liquid slide down his flanks.
I just
It's
like
23 with my will.
This is a low will, I'm sorry.
23?
You're both fine, as is Wilson. Clyde's like, this is not the kind of pouncing I wanted. Not this.
He's saying it's not his fetish.
Not my fetish.
I stand up. I like, oh, really? I turn around, I walk away, and I go back and get on the horse.
Can I try and jump off the horse and try intimidating again with my daggers out?
Go for it. I want roll intimidate again, please.
What happens? Third one. What was that? 2 1s?
2 1s and a 2, all 3 in a row.
Oh my gosh. So I'm probably
Um,
holding my daggers awkwardly, like, and
Yeah.
my legs are trembling.
So the inverse effect of what you desire happens. Instead of frightening the spider, you, in attempting to scare it, have realized how terrifying it is, and you're going to undergo the shaken condition, which gives you a -2 on basically everything, as long as you're in its presence.
Okay, so I hear her start freaking out, and I just stop dead in my tracks. I turn around and I draw my bow, and I pull out a tanglefoot arrow, and I shoot it at the spider.
Okay.
And that would be an 18.
So you shoot this arrow at it, and as you loose the arrow, the spider jumps up in the air and expertly dodges the vines that, the withered vines that are kind of clawing it out of the ground to grab it. You think you can trap me? I was made for this environment.
You back away from my friend, or I will rip you limb from limb, and I will eat your flesh.
Yeah, limb from limb.
That sounds like breakfast to me.
Then let's get ready to dance.
Basically is what's going down here. So everyone please roll their initiative.
I'm trying to be a leader. I don't know how well this is going to work. My initiative is 17, and Nichia is going on the same turn that I go.
I'm trying to find initiative.
-3. I got 1, 2, and 3 consecutive in rolls.
I got a 20.
Roll a perception check real quick, people.
25.
I have 26.
So both of you two lovely ladies notice that Clyde is currently on the ground, and there is a rather large welt coming from his right shoulder, and it is kind of pussing, and it looks kind of like a green purplish tinge to it.
Don't touch it, he'll turn into Spider-Man.
No, that's not what's going to happen. I'm like, Clyde, do you still have the antidote I gave you?
He is nonverbal and cannot respond to you right now.
Oh no, he's paralyzed.
Well, this is just lovely.
I know what I need to do.
Daniel, it is actually your turn first in combat.
Am I close enough to try and hit the spider with my wrench?
You could throw the wrench. You are currently a good 10 feet away from the spider.
That's probably not a good idea, because it's probably not going to work out very well for me. I'm going to roll and see if my...
You're going to have to pull those out of your pouch.
Right.
Everyone else, please do make a perception check.
28.
You don't need to make a perception check, Daniel. You see Daniel is currently pulling out a metal contraption, and he slings it onto his arms.
Radical.
That's an option?
I'm a cleric.
Of what?
I build things.
Yeah, you can punch things.
Okay.
The thing is still 15 feet away.
Okay, so I guess I rolled to see if I hit him. 21?
So everyone else, you can see this arm, and he just punched, and it extended on what looks like a spring, and it hit between the spider's legs, and it hit the sand.
I feel like that should be a punchline. Delicious.
No, that was straight cringe. It was so bad it took me a second. Oh my god, I just am. Did
That's
you say that
my
out loud?
fetish.
Roll a d6. Just burn him. The spider just took 4 burn damage. That's the house rule. If you as a player come up with a line that just does me a
Isn't it just
hurt.
psychic damage to the GM?
It's psychic damage to the GM, which just so happens to also hurt the characters in the game. So
See, I would ask how Clyde is feeling about that joke, but he's down on the ground, paralyzed.
you can still hear coming out from him.
When is it my turn?
The spider's actually next, and it is not threatened by you. Sorry, Daniel, you missed. It is actually going to, again, attempt to attack Clyde. Clyde looks rather worse for wear.
Oh, no.
Jerky man, no!
And in fact, his eyes were once open, and even though he seemingly cannot move, his eyes are closed now.
Why does this man almost always die?
And he has 2 fangs protruding into his sides as whelps start to develop there as well.
Okay.
So is the spider now closer to me or us or...
No, he still not has moved that much. Emery song.
My character is visibly upset. I'm gonna go and I'm going to. Is there an ability I can do where I can go and defend somebody else? Right?
Reposition is a maneuver, but it would proc an attack of opportunity on yourself, but you could attempt to drag Clyde out of harm's way.
I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So yes, you basically run up to him and you grab him and you start dragging him, and the spider is going to attempt to attack him. It does miss. It kind of pounces and claws at you. Its fangs are gnashing. You move him 5 feet away, and you're able to position yourself somewhat in front of him.
Okay.
So next up in order is Nichia.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. All right. Nichia, attack. So he's going to do his bite attack.
What's the hit?
So it's a 20 total.
Miss.
Dear God.
So it kind of bites, but he kind of like jumps in between the spider's legs and gnashes, but the spider is very dexterous and is able to move its spindly legs out of the way. Very nimble spider.
Can he still move?
Yes, you would still have a move action.
I'm going to use a handle animal, I guess. I'd have to do that to get him to follow the command.
In order to do, what are you trying to do?
Tell him to come.
Yes, that would be a handle animal check.
So that is a 23.
Yeah, you're good. He basically moves back towards you. It's kind of like growling at the giant spider. So next up is Wilson, and Wilson toots his horn, and you hear,
Little late, Wilson.
"You just got around to my turn. It's not my fault. This is a turn-based combat game."
Man, they should really fix that so we can just all move at the same time.
And he runs in and misses the spider and runs straight past him.
Dang it, I should have went the diplomacy route. We don't have the skills to hit.
Rachel, it is your turn.
Alistair will.
Peck his eyes out.
No. He would any combat kind of initiation, Alistair transforms into kind of a doppelganger of me.
Yes, he is alter self on command.
I would probably tell him to fly a little bit a ways and tell him to, probably say, you know what to do.
So, yes, your crow swoops down and flies off your shoulder, and he turns into an image of you, and roll a stealth check as well. And you kind of slink off the horse in a stealthy way so that no one sees you.
22 in stealth. So I'm going to go over to Clyde.
Mm-hmm.
Alistair would probably make some noises or try to gain the enemy's attention, as per usual, our little...
Yes,
facade.
he is currently giving you a flanking bonus, Emily. Because he is right behind the spider as of right now, and he's kind of taunting the jauntily, spindly legs.
8 legs. That's worse than 4 eyes. Good one, Alistair.
I look at Daniel. I'm so sorry.
So what do you do?
I'm going to try and suck the poison out of Clyde's neck.
Good luck. I wouldn't do it if I were you.
It's up to her. She's the player. She
Good
tells
luck.
me what she wants to do.
Okay.
Well,
wait.
technically, if it's poison, if you ingested it,
I
hurts
say,
you.
Zana, he has an antidote. Quinn, would she be able to take something out of his pack?
I'm near the horse.
Because it's technically all digital. Well, also because
What about pickpocketing?
she can try. She's at disadvantage because the only thing he has on his person is his grocery bag.
I would just, okay, so I would say is just, you should attack.
Okay. So while Alistair is distracting the spider, as per usual, I'll go up behind them and I guess take my 2 daggers and try
Yes.
to stab it.
Please roll twice. You hit. So please roll sneak attack damage plus your dagger's damage. Plus that is a crit. So you are going to roll 4d6s. So you do 24 damage. And the spider reels back. The trouble is almost not worth the hunt.
Excuse me? Garçon?
I'm no waiter.
Qu'est-ce que c'est ton nom? Which means, what is your name?
My name is Pierre.
Jesus de solos mastus des moral.
Wait, what did you say?
I'm sorry, but you must die.
According to Google Translate.
According to Google Translate.
Yeah, that is some stankies. I know. That's
Yes,
what my
the rotting flesh bag of your friend will reek like the stankiest cheese I have ever consumed.
How are you sentient?
You've met many sentient spiders, actually.
I know.
Magic spiders.
Okay, so I ask him, are you backing off?
One way or another, your friend will die, so I have no need to stay.
I pull out an antidote.
Someone make a heal check. Anyone who has heal, make a heal check.
I crit.
So everyone else can see.
I have 13 in heal. I did not know that.
Okay, roll heal. Pretty decent. So you have a 25 and Emily crit. So both of you two can tell that while Clyde is paralyzed, the spider is basically lying. He's paralyzed and he is low HP. He is unconscious, but he would not die in his current state.
I'm going to say, no, Clyde! Spider, why would you do this?
How is a man supposed to eat in this town?
Do you like pork?
I have not had pork in ages. Such a vile swine.
This man, I point to Clyde. This man makes the best meal anyone could ever ask for.
Roll diplomacy, please. We are unofficially out of combat.
I would like to cast Aspect of the Nightingale, which gives me a +2 to my sing performance, but I would like to substitute my sing for my diplomacy.
Okay, that sounds good.
It's a crit.
Oh, well, there you go. I suppose we can have a truce as long as this man feeds me. For 3 days.
Does he have to stay with you, or can he prepare the meals ahead of time?
I would prefer them fresh.
He can make them last for 3 days. Fresh.
You drive a hard bargain. But I suppose.
But we need him to not be, and I gesture, this stupor state.
Just as a pally friend. What did you say? Just take the deal.
If I am being honest, I cannot help your friend. I will not kill him.
If you give me some of your venom, I can actually probably craft an antidote. I have vials.
It will be a little difficult to get the venom straight from my fangs. You can extract it from his wounds. I will have a ceasefire.
I offer him my hand, and I expect to be shaken by a spider paw.
Yes, you are shaken by a spider paw.
Okay, no, I do get a little bit excited in game,
Yes,
too.
it is a spider paw, and it is about the size of your hand because he is so large.
I start to examine it very closely.
Looks like a paw.
You have such soft hands. Paws.
I moisturize.
With what?
The blood of your enemies.
Some days.
That's not very moisturizing. It actually dries out the skin.
There are different ways. My silk is also very
I like how we just ended combat this way.
Okay, there were appropriate levels of crit happening. So, you know.
Could one say that we've had a cease spider?
My heart just stopped. I'm dying on the inside, and I liked it.
It was a bad pun, but it didn't.
He just arachnid did that.
That one hurt a little bit more. That one hurt a little bit more. So yes, for the evening, you all are making camp under the eight-eyed glare of Pierre the Spider.
So I would like to help Clyde.
Okay. Doing what?
I'm gonna try the antidote that I have.
Okay.
Okay. I use a healing kit on him.
It stabilizes him. He's no longer in danger of dying. Zana, you have heal. And also Daniel, I believe you have heal.
17 plus 13.
Okay, Daniel, roll.
That's 30.
You gotta show her up. Do it, man. His is 28. It was close. So yes, both of you are able to extract the venom, a small portion of the venom from his wounds. Daniel is treating him with some cold rags because he is kind of sweating. He is feverish while he is also paralyzed. You are able to extract the venom. Please roll another heal check. Oh!
Crit. Oh yeah, these crits tonight.
You are able to, in an alarming speed, actually half the time it would take the regular person to craft an antidote, and it is ready before the evening is out. It is dark.
Is he better? Like, is he?
So yes, it is nighttime now. It is, the sun has long since set. Wilson took it upon himself to make up camp. Do you not have heal?
I just crit on my heal.
That's fine. He extracted the poison. You crit on the antitoxin. You made it in normal time.
Okay.
You should be impressed you were able to make it at all. You looked at that vial. You're like, oh, yellow goo, give me that. And you shook it around for a little bit, and it actually solved it. Magic. A wizard did it. Yeah.
I cast Cure Moderate Wounds. I should have taken the spell earlier.
His fever seems to subside, and he looks a little bit better, but he's still unable to move. But his eyes are slightly open, and you can see that they're trying to move around in there.
You?
Come on the cheek. Hey, we need you to get up. Dove. You need to get up. We need you to get up.
I know what to do. My grandma used to do this for me all the time.
So
I'll give
I'm
him a
just
kiss on the
just
cheek.
letting
That'll
craft
make you feel all better.
toxin. You didn't put it in him.
Wait, no, I didn't.
Please roll a heal check.
I put it in him.
You stab the man and miss a vein. Please roll again.
She's injecting it, not just pouring it down his throat.
It's not a drinkable. You missed the vein 4 times. And this man's poor arm.
Wait, where did she get the needle?
He's a doctor. Well, he's not a doctor, but he has medical supplies.
Cleric, why aren't you doing the healing stuff?
I don't know. You're doing it for me, I guess.
I'm trying to help the man as much as I can. I never said I knew how to.
You keep taking the initiative.
Well, you do it, Mr.
Daniel, please roll your heal.
Daniel.
You've messed up my name twice, and I appreciate it, I think.
I think.
It's okay. Daniel is able to successfully...
Does he not have any healing spells?
No.
None?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Why?
Because...
What kind of cleric are you?
I thought I put a healing spell down.
What? Oh, no. You don't have any healing spells. You can only heal. He heals and creates constructs.
Oh, dear God, you're useless to us right now.
You're welcome.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean that.
He has points in heal.
I still do the thing for Clyde. My grandma used to do this to me all the time. I give him a cheek on both, a kiss on both cheeks. Mwah, mwah.
Okay, so...
Slap, slap.
So between you saying
better.
love and you kissing him, he is like bright red, and Daniel is slightly worried that he may have broke out in a fever again. So after about a solid 4 minutes, you see his fingers slowly coming online and his toes. And how am I supposed to cook bread? It's bit me in the side. What does he?
You'll live.
Oh yeah, I'm not surprised.
I leaned back and I'm just like, oh, thank God. This is about
Oh,
the
my-
3rd time that I've saved your life.
Whoa.
I helped.
Whoa.
They did.
They do.
You're gonna regret saying that.
They cured my paralysis.
I smack him so hard.
I'm still recovering. Oh my God, they cured the
Don't
paralysis.
Can't be injured, man.
It's like,
Just insult him really well.
You're
to
right.
be fair, he sort of deserved it.
okay, look, I'm not saying you didn't do anything. I'm just saying those 2 cured the paralysis.
It's my grandma's magic kisses.
I'm assuming that other parts of you are as small as your brain.
I mean,
I just walk away.
Well, his pinky toe's probably pretty small.
yeah, my brain's a little bigger than that. So, I mean, it's probably about the size of my foot. So, yeah, I mean, I feel like that's about the right proper size. About the fist, actually, it would probably be good. So, yeah, it all works.
I look at Daniel.
Small's relative.
I don't think he got it.
I don't think so either.
Anyways, so what do I have to cook, Pierre? Rack of lamb? I can make a whole cow.
Clyde,
Yeah?
Sit down.
What?
give him the ham.
But he said he didn't like swine.
Give him the ham, but make it the most delicious ham he's ever
He
eaten.
could change his mind about it.
You can do it. I believe in you.
Do whatever, man.
So this man, you will he basically goes out. He makes a giant bonfire, by the way, and you come out, and somehow magically in 5 minutes, this man has an entire pig that looks like it weighs around about 100 pounds, rotating on a spit above a giant fire, and it looks like the meat is seasoned and the pig has an apple in its mouth.
Why are you a magician?
Oh, I've got magic hands.
I am sure you do with that pig.
I slam my head against the wall.
It kind of shakes as you hit it, and it's made of cloth fabric. So yeah, the spider greatly devours. Like, I normally hate this swine. This is not swine. This is like the majestic boar granted to us from the heavens that seeks out the delicious chocolates of truffles.
A dinner with spiders. A spider.
And you can see it's kind of using its paws to eat the pig, but it's like...
I'm so fascinated by its paws.
I'm gonna have some of the meat.
Oh no, he's eating the entire pig by himself.
Aww, do you have anything for me, Clyde?
What do you like?
Anything.
Absolutely not. What is your favorite meal? What is your favorite meal?
I like meat.
What kind of meat?
Meat.
Do you like sausage?
Yeah.
What about Italian sausage?
Sounds spicy. I'm down.
Okay. He makes you sausage, cabbage, and potatoes, and a giant pot for everyone. And it's actually one of the best meals that you all
Wait,
have ever.
He made sausage, cabbage, potatoes. I walk over.
Did I do good?
He said,
What do you mean, heathen? This is a classic German dish.
Clyde,
Sure,
this is
man.
some of the most delicious sausage I've ever had in my
Damn
mouth.
straight it is. It's a quality meat. I marinated that for 24 hours in a nice dry rub.
My gosh, that's my fetish.
My cooking is everyone's fetish. It's just that good.
I just go and eat beef jerky.
You don't get the
Snow.
good food bonus.
Oh well.
All right, Daniel, do you partake in the food? Wilson does, by the way.
Sure, I'll eat the food.
Okay, wonderful. Okay, so as this is all wrapping up, everyone's settling down for the night, and you rest, and that is the end of this episode. Thank you all for watching. Please, if you enjoyed, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Share this with your friends if you think it's that great. Shout out to our new sponsors, and we've been using their dice all night at Dice Envy. If you're watching the YouTube video, there's a link in the description down below. If you take our page to Dice Envy, we actually get a nice little bonus. So you're not only helping support Dice Envy, but you're helping support us as a channel. So thank you a bunch, and please tune in next week.